Hey guys, welcome back to our series of Reading the Bible Daily in a Year with Mari
and less.
So today nos toca Deuteronomy chapter 23, starting at verse 15, all the way to chapter 27, stopping at verse 15. En este capítulo 23 continuamos going over the miscellaneous laws. Dice que si un slave busca refuge with you, you are not to turn him in, like no se lo des a su master. Que lo dejes vivir amongst y'all and to not oppress them. También dice que ni un israelita mujer ni hombre is to be a prostitute. Also, they can't bring earnings from prostitution to pay a vow to the Lord, because those two things the Lord detests. También dice que a fellow Israelite tú no le debes de cobrar interest, pero a los foreigners you're able to charge interest. The Bible also says that if you make a vow, you are to pay that vow fast. O sea, no, don't just sit on it. If you enter your neighbor's vineyard, también you can eat all the grapes you want, but don't be taking them to go. Like, don't put none in your basket, none in your purse, nada de eso. Y por último termina diciendo that you can go into your neighbor's grain field and pick with your own hands, but you can't put a sickle in their standing grain. Y ahí terminamos chapter 23, moving on to chapter 24. Este capítulo empieza diciendo que si un hombre marries a woman and then he ends up divorcing her, and then she ends up remarrying again, and that husband divorces her as well, o se muere el señor, the first husband can remarry her. That would be bad in the eyes of the Lord. Then it mentions that if a man has just gotten married, he can't be sent to war. He needs to remain in his home for a year porque tiene que ser a su wife feliz. Luego, the Bible moves on to saying that if un Israelite, like a fellow Israelite, is caught kidnapping another Israelite, that Israelite that's committing the kidnapping will be put to death. They also end up discussing skin diseases, which we already discussed this for a very long time in other chapters. But needless to say, they need to follow what the Levitical priest instructs them to do. Luego también dice que si le haces un loan a tu neighbor, que no te metas a su casa a agarrar el pledge que te vaya a dar. You need to wait outside and for him to bring it out. But also dice, si tu neighbor está bien poor, basically that's all he got and you still take it, yeah, don't do that. You need to give that back and let him keep the pledge in his possession. Luego dice, hijos, do not put your parents to death, as they will die with their own sins. And for the remainder of the chapter, all the way to the end, they continue to talk more about foreigners, widows, and the fatherless, and how they are to be treated. Y ahí termina chapter 24, moving on to chapter 25. Ok, ese capítulo empieza diciendo que cuando there's a dispute y no se pueden decidir qué hacer, they have to take it to the courts. And the judges will decide the punishment. Then it moves on to saying that if brothers are living together, one of them dies y queda su esposa viuda, his brothers are to assume the responsibility of a brother-in-law and marry her. Si ella no tiene hijos, her first child will be named after her husband that had passed. But if his brothers refuse to do that, to take the responsibility, she is to go talk to the elders and say, hey, they're refusing to assume the responsibility of a brother-in-law. Then the elders will go back and talk to those brothers and be like, hey, you got to do this. And if he still refuses, they are to take his sandal off and spit in his face. Bueno, y'all. Y luego es lo wow. Dice que si dos hombres están agarrando a garrotazos, like they fighting, boom, boom, boom. Y la mujer de uno de ellos viene, oh, le están pegando a mi esposa, déjame meto. Y le pega al otro. Pero cuando la esposa se mete, and if she accidentally grabs the other man from down there, her hand must be cut off. And it says that they are to show her no pity. Entonces, a patadas, mijas, a patadas. Nada de manos, puras patadas. The chapter ends where Moses is reminding the Israelites to live an honest life because the Lord our God detests dishonesty. Ok, y ahí termina chapter 25, moving on to chapter 26. Bueno, este capítulo, the instructions continue. Y'all, Moses at this point, ya suena como disco rayado, like pura grabadora aquí. Le recuerda de cuando ellos estaban in Egypt and how they lived there. But then it also reminds them of how bad the Egyptians were treating them and how they ended up crying out to the Lord que los ayudara. And that's how God ended up taking them out of Egypt and is now taking them into a land that's flowing with milk and honey. Luego, he also moves on to tell the Israelites, hey, but when y'all get there, make sure that y'all get the Lord the first fruits of the land. Y les explica, y'all are not only setting aside the first fruits of the land for the Lord, también el diezmo of all their products, para que también los puedan compartir con los Levites, the foreigners and the fatherless, so that they also may be satisfied. Luego les dice to tell God, after all this is done, that they have obeyed their Lord their God. Y otra vez al último les vuelve a decir, hey, pero remember, be obedient, follow all of the Lord's commands. Y ahí termina chapter 26, moving on to chapter 27, stopping at verse 10. En este capítulo, Moses les vuelve a recordar to obey all the commands that the Lord gives them. And then when they cross the Jordan, they are to make an altar in Mount Ebal. And after that, it mentions how they are to send gifts and offerings. Y pues amigas, amigos, ahí nos quedamos ya. Les, what are we reading tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to be going over Deuteronomy 27, starting at verse 11 hasta el 28.
Entonces, recuerden regresar for more Biblia and Vibes y no olviden de traer su cafecito.
Y su tecito.
Bye.